Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Sonic3318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE WrestleMania Backlash 2021 review. Yep, the show has come and gone, and it's time for me to come out here for you guys to actually give you guys my full-on thoughts and, scores and all that jumbo here, after the show finally has come and gone, for a while now, because obviously we're recording just a week before we get into Hell in a Cell 2021 shit. So yeah, I gotta get this out to you guys as soon as I can. So here we are, and obviously speaking about here we are, we're kind of back home in our normal locations from where we were from my predictions from the hotel room I was in Rockford. So yeah, now I'm here at home. So yay for that. Alright, so with this said, no mumbo jumbo, we're just going to get these things straight onto the road while you're here for my reviews. With that said, let's get this thing started, shall we? Alright, so first up, we had Sheamus taking on Ricochet. My first match was for Sheamus. As much as I really would want Ricochet to finally get a W under his belt for taking major L's for seems like ages for now. Yeah, so yeah, Sheamus, but even though I want Ricochet to win, because obviously he's been a jobber for God knows how long, and he's been traded for that as such for however long as it is for the time recording, or actually at the time of typing this up, mind you, and I really want to see Ricochet get the win. But either way, that didn't happen because Sheamus didn't in fact win this match, and our prediction score was 1-2-0 to start the show. And my thoughts was not much to say other than it seemed to only pick up speed nearly when it was already almost over. Truly sad to see Ricochet being treated this way, only showing a bit of offense in this match. But at least he didn't stay down with a post-match taunt on Sheamus. Maybe to set up a continuing feud, perhaps? Who knows? So yeah, so there's that. Anywho's, moving on next, we had the Raw Women's Championship Triple Threat match. My pick for this match was for Rhea Ripley to win, but could also see Flair winning it too, but for the possible return of Lynch to happen to set up a feud between either women heading toward the future. But obviously, we didn't get Becky Lynch to the show, and Charlotte Flair did not win this match because Rhea Ripley did win this match from go back. Wait. Oh, my bad. This was some private notes on my freaking thing. So my bad. So yeah, my bad. So after that botch of a fucking move, Rhea Ripley won this match, and I break my previous score 2-0. And my thoughts, as I was about to say on that freaking that minor mess up I had right here, was as I quote, well, after my stream bugged out and lagged out at the end of the match, only to jump to Lashley and MVP the next second it came back due to me traveling home and me having no choice but to continue the show from where it was at and look up to see Rhea won the match. I had to say that I didn't pay much attention to this match as I thought I should have. Blah. Granted, what I did see though was at least entertaining, but the match overall unfortunately wasn't for me, I guess. So yeah. Which my notes I was gonna say, as I was about to blob my mouth there, I was gonna say go back and watch the finish of this match. But spoiler alert, and I freaking had I got the hair on my freaking tongue. I didn't go back and watch the finish of this match. Go figure. So moving on from that kind of that double blunder of a shit. So yeah, Rhea Ripley won, and she's still champion. So there you go. And now I got another hair in my mouth. What the freak? Where are all these ghost hairs coming from? Anywho's, next up we have Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode taking on the team of Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio for the SmackDown Live women's. Yes, they're all women's in this match, guys. They're all women's. For the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. My first match was for the Mysterios to win, and they did so. And my prediction score 3-0. And my thoughts was after I thought I wasn't going to be able to continue watching the show on the road, I decided to do so after it decided to stay with me through this match without much issue. The pace in this match to me seemed a bit too slow at the start, but once Dominic came down and into the match is when it started to pick up and start getting entertaining, to say the least. Nothing too bad or special really, and ended up with the result everyone saw coming overall. So, there you go. Next up, we have The Miz taking on Damian Priest in a lumberjack match. My first match was for Priest to win this match, and I won this match as my prediction score came to 4-0, and I see another ghost hair going onto my face. Where is this hair coming from? Ghost hair is flying in the wind in my living room, apparently, guys. There's apparently ghost hair just floating amok. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, Priest won this match, and my prediction came true with him winning that. My prediction score was 4-0, and my thoughts after my stupid freaking refrigerator wants to make a noise in the background. Blah. Thoughts. I quote. As much as this match was wacky and much of a plug for Batista's new zombie flick, it was a match that was entertaining to say the least. So for what it was, there's what it was. Which a lot of people came out, and both wrestling fans and not wrestling fans came out actually commentating on this match of how freaking retarded and actually how weird it was. And I agree with them. Because, really, WWE? Really? Zombies. Hell, even freaking Batista was like, the hell is this shit? So, seriously. I mean, even though it goes hand in hand, your guys were the ones that say, hey, you give money, we give money, boom, we promote your goddamn movie for your stupid zombie movie or whatever, but still, really? Zombies in a freaking lumberjack match? Really? Whatever. Anywho's, moving on from that weirdness of a freaking match, we had Bianca Belair taking on Bayley in a SmackDown Women's Championship. My prediction for this match was for Belair to win, and she won this match. And then my prediction score, I should say, 5-0. So far, no loses. My thoughts was, as I quote, compared to most matches so far, this one had most of my attention, to say the least. Had some moments of me being really into it all, but would say it did started to slow down near the end there, and kind of should have ended better than how it did overall. But if it means we get more out of these two, then man, I am up for it. Plus, the possibility inclusion of Banks as well in it all, you got yourself a feud to look forward to in the future between Banks, Bayley, and Bianca. So, yeah, if that ever becomes a thing, then mind blown. But as of right now, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, because as of right now, I cannot think of the top of my dome. What the fuck's going on in the SmackDown lot? What I want to say it's still Bayley and Bianca, I think, or maybe I'm just freaking drawing a freaking blank, but because obviously WWE is kind of praying for at the moment, obviously, both me and them, and obviously keep that in mind, guys, because obviously there's gonna be something towards the end of this video that I might hint towards something for a future view to come as me saying this. So yeah, so as of right now, Bianca and Belair, where the future hosts for her, whether it's her and Bayley still, or wherever the freaking dream scenario I have between both Banks, Bayley, and Bianca, free in the win. All I can say is free in the win. Moving on from that mumbo jumbo stuff, we have the match of Triple Threat WWE Championship match, obviously enough, between Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Strowman. Quote, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Holy crap! We'll get into that in a second. Obviously, in the future, in a second. Anywho's, moving on from that, Lashley was my prediction by beating Strowman to keep his reign and not to make Drew look weak, to eventually build to him winning it back in the near future with the fans coming back. Which obviously, spoiler alert, that's happening pretty soon within the next month. Because in July, WWE fans are going to be back in attendance as they're going on a tour once more in front of freaking live fans. Hooray. But, go figure. So, will we see freaking going to Hell in a Cell? Go figure. And by the way, Lashley wins, I should say this first before I freaking carry on with that comment. Lashley won this match. The match by prediction score 6-0. I can no longer do my hands, but still 6 wins, 0 loses. And my thoughts was how this wasn't the main event, other than Roman being himself, of course, is anyone's guess. This match went beyond expectations and had plenty of bumps to boot onto and caused by Strowman. Would say, though, the innings seemed kind of rushed together and could have been delivered in a more slower down pace to make it more impactful to wrap it up on, but it was the ending that we all saw coming once again. But yeah, but as I was saying before, we're going on. WWE's going back on tour in front of live fans, and next up is gonna be Hell in a Cell, and speaking of Hell in a Cell, we already got Lashley and Drew inside Hell in a Cell coming up pretty soon. So could that meme get freaking? Can we maybe get Drew win the championship there? Maybe going towards the fans again? Probably not, because there's already been highlight rumors, because obviously we're having SummerSlam talk of potentially Brock Lesnar already being an active wrestler on the roster again. Him facing Lashley at freaking SummerSlam, and all the jazz already started, the stuff's already piling up together for built upon, whatever's going to happen at SummerSlam. Between Lashley and potentially a Lesnar feud once finally at last. So we may not have that coming true at all with freaking Drew McIntyre becoming freaking champion again in front of fans. Who knows? But yeah, anywho's, there was that. Lashley won here at WrestleMania Backlash and going towards Hell in a Cell between him and Drew inside the cage. So there you go. And speaking of the devil, with freaking I mentioned it before, and this is my thoughts. Part of that last match, we have the head of the table, Roman Reigns, taking on Cesaro for the Universal Championship. My prediction for this match was Roman Reigns, and my prediction came true, as Roman Reigns did win this match, and my prediction score out of this match and the whole entire show, total score, was 7-0, and my thoughts on this match was, and I quote, was at first going to say I wasn't too into this match. Boy, would that be an understatement. This match shut off like a rocket when it came to expectations and overall thoughts on Cesaro. They managed to give Swiss such a great showing in this match beyond what everyone else who's ever faced Roman has done yet. And here's to hoping the push of his keeps shooting towards the moon. Granted, it seems like he's going back to Rollins with that post-match attack, but needless to say, though, Swiss truly was to take away from this match overall. So there is that. And once again, as I said before, the total score of the show was 7 wins and 0 loses. So a clean sweep win of here for Backlash 2021 predictions. Or, score, whatever you want to call it. And my overall thoughts on the show was, and I quote to wrap up this review, or as a whole, we have my quotes as my thoughts as I quote, blah. Anywho's, as I quote, as there's a freaking fly freaking raging around me, this stupid fly, we had ghost hairs and we had raging flies in this living room. What is going on in this freaking house since I left coming home here to Rockford, guys? What's going on in this house since I've been gone? Anyways, all jokes aside, seriously. And I quote from overall thoughts. And I quote, anything that followed the lumberjack match to me seemed like the real highlight of the show began to show its head. With everything else coming before it being meh. The show overall, while having some entertaining points through it all, just couldn't hold my attention completely. And just seemed like a show that didn't really get good until the previously mentioned point. Not to mention, this makes 2 pay-per-view events in a row that WWE has pulled the rug on our nose and gave us the middle finger to Money in the Bank, as the next time we'll meet is, as I said before previously, between Lashley and Drew McIntyre is inside Hell in a Cell. So we'll be in Hell in a Cell up next. Previously said before, Hell in a Cell is up next, and not the likes of either Money in the Bank, as stated before, or even the likes of freaking even Extreme Rules. Oh well, it's whatever I guess. So that is it for my review of WrestleMania Backlash 2021, or just Backlash 2021, if I should rather say that, obviously for future reference, because obviously We all know this title card is not gonna be freaking this round this long. Let's just come on, guys. Let's just call it for what it is. It's just Backlash. Backlash 2021. Let's just call it for what it is. But in all serious, guys, I thank y'all for watching this randomized review of mine, to say the least, guys. And I will hope to see you guys then for my upcoming prediction and my review of Hell in a Cell 2021. But obviously enough, before I close out this video right here, and I do not, and I will say this right now, I do not know if this is going to come before or after my Hell in a Cell coverage. But there is going to be an upcoming channel update coming towards you guys pretty soon. And this is going to be one that your guys are not going to want to miss. So keep an eye on your subscription feeds and whatnot for whatever have you, and actually keep an eye on the channel or your subscription feeds, like I said before, because once again, this is gonna be a video and update you guys are not going to want to miss, because there's gonna be a plentiful of me to talk about, and it's gonna be to talk about the future of the channel as a whole, coming up pretty soon, but you're going forward. So what it might be, you're gonna tune in then to find out, because obviously enough, it's kind of been a long time coming, and I kind of debating myself literally within the last couple of nights or so, coming onto this review, actually thinking to myself whether I actually want to do this or not, and I just feel like it's time for me to actually come out and actually freaking decide that I should say to you guys, I should put this idea forward and actually establish this idea right here, right then, for that upcoming channel update. So what would all be, once again? You're just going to tune in then to find out. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's going to be that channel update video or my Hell in a Cell 2021, whatever year it is, content, I will see you guys then for those upcoming video projects here to come from the channel. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank y'all for watching, and I'm signing to 3Team, and I'll see you then when I'm signing out. Or I'm signing out right now. Whatever happens, I'll see you guys for whatever video is gonna happen. Whatever video comes next, you will see me there. Now, will you? Will ya? Will ya? Alright, now all jokes aside, guys, now I'm gonna get the hell out of here before more ghost hairs get on me, and before this raging fly comes and actually attacks me, being full on freaking rage mode, freaking flying around, trying to freaking attack and freaking run into walls and being stupid. So with this said, I'm getting the hell out of here. I thank you for watching this randomized review once again of WrestleMania Backlash 2021. And I'll see you guys then for the next video to come here on my channel. Whatever it is. Well, like I said, whether it's the channel update or my Hell in a Cell content, you're going to tune in to find out what comes first. So I said, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm 733 Team, and I'm signing out. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.